How did I get into cultural diversity? Why have I put this together? Why is this topic so important to me? I started my fascination with culture. I started probably around the age of 15. Back then, I was born in London. I was born in Croydon. It's quite got a strong ethnic minority population, so there's quite a lot of black people there. And around the time of 15, and at the age of 15, your friends are the most important things to you in the world. My parents moved me to West London, to a place called Maidenhead, Berkshire. And there, just to give you kind of the difference, there's probably about 1.5% of the population or black percent, and plus it's a much smaller town, so we're talking about maybe 100,000 people compared to Croydon, who is probably ranging on the 6, 7, 800,000, probably close to 1 million. So you can see, obviously, that was the very first kind of big cultural shock in my life, and obviously I started to realise and navigate the differences between predominantly the English British culture, or the English culture, and what I knew as the Afro-Caribbean British culture, so the English and the British culture, and seeing the difference. And that was the first real kind of introduction to the difference between different cultures and how people living in the same country under the same rules and regulations act completely differently to the same stimuli. This obviously evolved as I went into university. I studied business studies, and my whole my whole degree was all about this cultural management, and my dissertation was how to effectively motivate and manage people from different cultural diversities. So that's when it all started. I would love to say it was just really a fascination of information. The truth is, when I hit university, for no better word, I was a gallus. I was thinking one thing, was just chasing girls. And for me, I wanted to be able to assess a lady and know what to say and how to say it in order to achieve my goal. And that was when I first really started studying this, and studying not just the topic of cultural diversity, but the topic of understanding how to influence situations and people without really having to do anything, but just knowing how they are going to react to certain situations. And that's how it all started. I'd go in a club, I would post up, I would look, I'd always kind of have this thing where I could look and see which girls is it that attracted to me, which girls is it that I like and I want, and basically narrow it down to maybe the top 3. And then from there, keep an eye and monitor and observe them throughout the period of the night. And then when I make my move, knew exactly what to say and how to say it, and assess the whole situation. I remember there was one example when I was in a club and I'd seen this woman which was absolutely amazing. So I stood back and I kind of watched her, and just before I went up to approach her, I'd obviously taken in all this research. How was she interacting with different guys? What was she wearing? Who did she interact with? Who was she with? What was the situation? Finally went up to her and I, kind of said, hey Ma, see you, I've been watching you all night, and I can see you just want to be left alone and enjoy a great night with your girl. So I don't want to take up much of your time. Listen, I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know your number. I don't want anything like that. All I want to know is one quick question would be, next time I see you, will you give me a dance and give me 5 minutes or so to get to know you a bit better? She looked me up and down. Obviously, I was completely different from all the other guys that approached her that night. You could see as soon as I kind of stepped to her, eyes were already rolling in the back of her head. But I came up with something different. I caught her attention. I'd assessed the situation. I knew exactly what was going on. She said, yeah, kissed her on the hand, and walked off. 3 months later, we bumped into each other at the club. A few months later after that, we were dating. Yeah, and that's not to proclaim me as a kind of Casanova or anything like that. No, it was nothing like that. It was more just, that was my interest and that was my driver for getting into this topic. Anyway, we've created this dossier here. We've created it not just, the whole purpose of this is not just to explain the overview of what cultural sales intelligence is all about, or cultural intelligence, or sales competence. It's not that, and it's not just to give you some insights which you could find off the internet. No, the purpose of this document is to teach you how we convert those insights, that knowledge, those key gems of knowledge and wisdom that you have, how you convert those and how you turn those into your competitive advantage in terms of interacting across cultural boundaries or improving intercultural communication. And that is what the purpose of this document is, to teach you the how. How do you utilize those insights to improve your sales conversion rates within a specific market? I hope you enjoy the read. If you do want to get in contact with me, please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or send me an email, send me a message, and I'll gladly answer any questions that I might have. Alternatively, and I hope you not only find this information useful, but if there is something, if you want to try to take it a step further, we've built a tool as well which will really take you through the step-by-step processes to help you, enable you to utilize these skills and techniques and abilities to your advantage and improve your sales conversion rates. Hope to see you soon. Speak soon. Bye.